Hey guys, today we're going to do another knife battle. I'm going to look at a couple of different knives here. The Kizer Buddy, which just became available at Blade HQ and some other places. It was a Kickstarter from Kizer. And the Tops 3-pointer, which is a knife I picked up from Amazon not too long ago. And then brother Richard sent me the Buddy because he got two of them in a Kickstarter. So they looked like similar knives. When I was carrying the Buddy, I noticed that they're kind of cantered the same way, and I just wanted to kind of talk about them side by side, go down our kind of objective / subjective ways of grading them. And the way we'll start is we'll just look at the price of each. So the Kizer Buddy was a Kickstarter. This particular model, which is the Dalmatian in Nitro-V and G10, is $57.59. The Tops 3-pointer, made in Ohio or Idaho, is $113.15 every day, but on Amazon now it's $98. So it's on sale for $98. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's neither here nor there because we're going to start looking at materials, and we'll cross these numbers again when we get down to value. So the materials here on our Tops, it's going to be 1095 tool steel that's treated with a kind of a coarse, almost a Cerakote, to keep that chances of corrosion down, because this is not a stainless steel, it's a tool steel. And then you've got these nice micarta handles that are ergonomically kind of shaped because they're thicker and thinner. You've got this red G10 liner, full tank construction. The materials with the micarta, the 1095, the coating are very nice. Then we look at the materials of the Buddy. And the Buddy is a very similar knife. You've got full tang construction of this Nitro-V blade here. You've got these G10 kind of 3D, if you will, scales, where you've got this white G10 scale on the outside that recesses back to the black, where you can see this kind of Dalmatian vibe. But the bottom line is you've got G10 and Nitro-V versus micarta and 1095. And when I look at the materials, guys, I'm just looking at what materials do I feel like are superior. And this is tough because the micarta is by far my favorite in the handle material. I don't know if that'll translate to ergonomics, but I like the micarta and the way that it's done. Also like the Nitro-V. However, 1095 is very tough. It's easy to sharpen. It isn't stainless, but I'm going to give the overall materials 1 point for the pointer, the 3-pointer. Now let's go to ergonomics. This is where things get a little interesting, and it's because of this jimping. So the 3-pointer, if I hold it back like this, it feels great in the hand. However, I'm going to always have my thumb on the blade when I'm cutting. And my thumb is going to be pulled to where that jimping is. So when I put my thumb where the jimping is, it pulls my hand kind of back in the grip. And the knife doesn't feel like it's coming out of my hand. It doesn't feel like I don't have a good grip on it. It just feels like those jimps should be up here a little higher. It should be more natural to lock my hand in. Fast forward to the Buddy. The Buddy not only has the heel jimping, but the jimping goes all the way up. So when I'm holding this knife, even though the handle is a little bit thinner, a little bit shorter, it feels better in my hand. The G10 rolls within my hand. I don't get any type of fatigue. I've got jimping that goes up. Even if I put my thumb on the swedge, I'm picking up some of that jimping. So ergonomics, to me, are going to go to the Buddy. Carry options. This is where we're going to run into one that you guys are going to look at me and go, John, that could go either way. And I think we're going to be able to have to take this one either way. So you've got, the Kizer has a pancake sheath, where you've got 2 pieces of Kydex fused together, heated together, and then you've got a series of grommets, eyelets all the way around. And then the tops, you've got a taco sheath. Think of a taco, it's folded over, it's clamped. So you've got about half the eyelets, but you've also got about half the sheath. So you don't have as much taken up your pocket if you use it as a pocket dropper. If you're going to put horizontal straps on this, it's not going to be as wide as the taco sheath. If you're going to do some more unique lashings with this on a pack, you may have some advantages here. But when I look at the carry options aren't retention. Carry options are how many different ways can I successfully carry this knife in this sheath that it's shipped with. Well, I can put an ulti clip on it. I can put a deep concealment clip on it. I can put a neck chain on it. I can put horizontal leather or Kydex straps on it and carry it on my belt. I could put a tech lock on it and carry it on the outside of my belt. I'm going to say I can do the same things with this one. I'm going to give this a push. I'm not going to give one an advantage because somebody might find a way to hook this on their pack, where if I put a tech lock on this, I can hook it on my pack. So carry options are going to be identical. Retention. Retention is something that is very important to me. I like to listen to or feel any movement inside that sheath. And I can tell you, I don't hear any rattling, but I feel a little movement inside my buddy there. Not much at all, but you can feel it shift. With this taco sheath, the tolerances are a little tighter. You've got your retention point. If you look at where this sheath is bowed up here, your retention point is grabbing this G10 right here. So that's where your lock-in point is. On the tops, your lock-in point is right where this fastener is and also where this handle is. So when I lock this in, there's no mistaking it. The retention is going to go to our tops, guys. It does hold the knife better. Both of them are excellent. Neither one of them are loosey-goosey. Neither one of them do you have to worry about falling out, and neither one of them do you have to worry about having trouble getting out. So you go down to aesthetics. Aesthetics is one that is very subjective. Both of these came with lanyards. I might have put the lanyard on this one. This one came with a lanyard. When I look at the aesthetics of these two knives, I like the way the buddy looks. I'll be honest with you, since we're talking about aesthetics, I like the other variations over this Dalmatian. Black and white, Stormtrooper's not really my jig. I do like the look of this Micarta, and I do like the look of this black wash blade over this black wash blade, this coated blade. I'm going to give aesthetics without having to give it much thought to the tops, just because I like the way it looks. Real simple, guys. Nothing brain surgery there. You guys might like the way the other one looks. Give your point to the buddy. So let's look at slicing it. You tell the blade geometry is different on the tops. The 3-pointer is a Skinner knife. And that shows in its taller bevel. Now, the blade stock is going to be thinner in the Nitro-V. Guys, I don't know if you can tell that. That 1095 is sharpened at a little bit steeper angle. You've got thinner blade stock here. And you've got a better blade geometry on the buddy. However, 0.12, the 3-pointer is behind the edge is 0.265. The buddy's is 0.165. I'm going to give the slicey. Just on my test, let's break out some cardboard. I know cardboard doesn't always indicate slicey, but it can sometimes help me in a test like this. This does have tape on the back of it. Guys, I hate to give draws. I'm going to pick a winner on these two. They both slice very well. So if y'all are looking at these knives, this is where I give my disclosure, and you're looking at this knife battle and you're trying to decide that this knife battle is going to help you make the right decision, either one of these knives are fantastic knives. Your decision is going to come down to which knife you like better aesthetically. If your hand's bigger, you might like this knife a little bit better. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more hard use, that's in 1095, you might like the tops better. If you're looking for something stainless, you might not like the Nitro-V better. They're both great knives. I'm going to give the sliciness to the tops. Durability. So, you've got very durable knives. You've got VG10, G10, you've got a thicker blade stock with tool steel, with this tops blade at 1095, and the micarta. I'm going to give durability without giving it a lot of thought to the 3-pointer, and value at $57, we'll say 60 to 98. I'm going to give value to the Buddy. There's no comparison. I mean, this is a $60 knife that performs every bit as good as a $100 knife, in my opinion. Now, this is a made in America knife. That has a value to me. But the tops, the Buddy is going to get the value just because it's cheaper. Now, that some of y'all might not feel that way. Some of y'all might think that the 3-pointer needs the value because it's USA made. But we come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to turn out to be one-sided, which it shouldn't be. It should not seem like 2 of our points came to the Buddy and 5 of our points came to the tops, because that makes it sound like one knife's fantastic, one knife's terrible. Guys, I assure you that is not true. I assure you both of these knives are fantastic knives. I would be happy carrying either one of them either interchangeably. That's why I do these blade battles. I do these blade battles because they surprise me as much as anything, because sometimes I'll change up my variables a little bit, but not a lot. And I'll just take the knife and I'll look at them. Don't give them a lot of thought up front, but I'll just go look at them. I'll put them down against the paper, and the knife that I prefer, or that's my favorite knife, doesn't always win. Does that mean that it's not my favorite knife anymore? Heck no. It just means that I learn something when I look at things like random variables and then measure a knife to my best ability against these. So guys, in this particular blade battle, the tops 3-pointer came out on top of the Buddy. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, either one of these knives are fantastic. The Buddy's a winner. The 3-pointer's a winner. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all my channel members. Thank any of you who take the time to hit the like button, who take the time to go down there and hit that subscribe button, who will watch that video that pops up over there, but mostly who will look out for the guy or gal to the left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.